Peace, peace. Top of the rainbow, you all. This is your host, The Queer, host of Topics of Cancer, The Queer Perspective, where we talk about queer topics all the queer time. Why? Because we need to, giving you the bird's eye view of the world from a Cancerian perspective, as we should. So, let's go. Let me tell you all today. Again, I want to thank you all for listening in. I do appreciate so much of you all taking your time out of your day to give me the opportunity to do my random rants for about 10, 11 minutes. You know what? I started off wanting to do 30, and then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do my random thoughts before I go into work, because I know some people would just love to spend at least 11 minutes of their time before they get in to understand just the world that they're in, you know? And I gotta say, I woke up today feeling kind of muggy, like outside today. It's kind of rainy and cloudy outside. However, like what the case may be, I'm still gonna make the best of it. And I mean, I woke up not feeling too well. There's an app that I have on my phone where I do monitor now my my mental, basically my body. And I'm not going to give the name because I am not being endorsed to do so. I'm not going to have people making money off of me and I'm not getting a dime for it. I mean, that's just how it is. But I don't mind sharing my experience or being a gatekeeper for it to let you know all about it. And basically what the app does, it monitors your rhythmic pattern and your stress levels, which I believe is the key factor to a person's life overall. Because if you're highly stressed, your body is being overworked and you're overdoing things that you not necessarily need to do. So I woke up today though. I've been feeling really good. I've been getting my sleep. Have been working on my sleep. And I'm noticing when I do get the accurate amount of sleep that I do have an overall productive day. Like I said, it is a consistent, continual thing to do, regimen to do. And I know that it's hard when you have children and spouses and things of that nature. However, at the end of the day, we can all work together. I was thinking yesterday, I said to myself, I love the fact that I have no children. And the majority of my life, I would dedicate my life to other people, places and things. And I felt bad for it. I felt bad for doing so if I didn't do it. If I wanted to not do something because I just didn't want to do it because it's not my responsibility, okay? And I would just say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it just to be nice. And I'm noticing now, at least for those collectives that understand me, is that we're living in an area where, I don't want to be nice anymore. I am already nice, but I am politely choosing where I want to distribute my niceness to. And for the 43 years or 28 years, because, most of them I was a baby, that I was living on this earth, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to contribute a conducive life that's just for me and not be ashamed or say that I'm selfish for it. I was thinking I made wonderful friends on TikTok, and I found myself overstressing myself because I want to show up in a way that I am who I am. And sometimes, I just want to tell you, loves, that it's hard. It's hard to, and I'm not even talking about adulting. What I'm speaking about is how it is hard to orchestrate a normal life and a personal life and a business life. And we have to keep those separate, but in the end, don't they all kind of mesh together? I mean, there may be times when you just really want to just not be surrounded by people, places, and things. And I'm not speaking on an unbalanced, unhealthy level, but just a day when you say, you know what? I've contributed so much of my life to the world. And I came to the understanding that, it's time that the world gives something to me. When we understand that the world don't owe us jack shit. Not at all. Actually, we owe the world. The world was made here for us. And yet we pollute it, dilute it, we create wars and all this other thing. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to start enjoying life in the fullness thereof. And I was speaking with my mate the other day, and I was telling her how I'm very happy where I am in my life now, because I'm starting to really not give a fuck, and in a very healthy way, of how I am conducive to what it is that I do, whether it is to call a friend, whether it is to spend time with a friend. And what I mean is, there's just sometimes where we give ourselves up to people so much. And we have to always remember there is projection and perspective, and we can't articulate how people think and act, are, or feel. Most people may have a God complex, most people may have a victim complex, and most people may have a detachment complex, a codependent complex. And I'm learning now that, as long as I show up as authentic as I am, in my continual habitual way of how I was born on this earth to be, and who I, speaking of myself, was born how to be, and have an understanding of that, I've come to know that everything is okay. And it just really kind of hurt me, because I don't know if you all feel the same way, but you know how you, like, I missed the day talking to my friend. I want to talk to them and say hello and what's up, and I know the majority of that is because I have been in relationships and with friends where I've given so much of myself to people and got nothing in return. Not even, and I, you know what, I'm going to even give you a one true real one. I was expecting the same in return. And it's within expecting that same in return where we lose. We cannot expect people to return the same value that we possess, because everybody's matrix, everybody's values, everybody's thoughts and opinions does not align with ours. And they may be similar, but still it is in that perspective of that person. And I mean, once I came to that understanding and saying that, you know what, it's all right. It's okay. If the person can understand, if I can't get back to you at a week after calling or texting or anything else, I'm even the type of person where I say, hey, I'm going to hang out with you. Something hits me, and then I feel like it's my responsibility to have to call that person to give them a follow-up on my daily activities. And I'm coming to the understanding that if you can understand an authentic person that can say, hey, you know what, I apologize, when a person takes their responsibility to be able to tell them, like, you know what, I know I said this, that, and the other. However, some things happened. And basically, you know what, I just had a thought where I was still in the continuous motion of my older self. And just wanted to share that with you all today. I mean, I woke up today I felt a little off, and it's good to make sure that you're in tune with yourself, your mind, body, heart, soul, spirit. I made coffee today, and I was driving to work, and people were just all sporadically, and I spilled my coffee. It was Bustelo. I had the cream and everything. I'm like, I'm finna drink this coffee and tear it up. I spilled all of it, and I was about to blame the person that was driving, but you know what I said? I'm not going to waste any time on blaming someone for something that they just decided to do. We have to get into that mindset and saying, you know what? Yeah, the person jumped in front of me, or I was following too close. Whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, I made it to work. I'm safe. I can get new coffee, and I'm not going to allow that one little incident to ruin the rest of my day. And if you can insert that into something that you did today, that happened to you today, and say, you know what, I'm not going to let this one little apple destroy the bunch. I'm going to just throw it away. You will make a more productive, a more conclusive, a more energetic, a more spiritual journey with yourself. And I just wanted to leave you with that. And as I wrap up with the 10 o'clock, or 10, I keep saying 10 o'clock, with the, that's it's going on 10 minutes here. I always want to tell you this, and I will continuously say this, to put this into your mind, that there is no right or wrong, there is only consequences, period. Responsibility, projection, perspective. And just swallow that today. Today, whatever happened today, say to yourself, okay, it happened. What can I do now to project the trajectory of the situation? All right, you all. Well, it is time for me to wrap things up here. Again, I am your host, LaQueer. You have been listening to the podcast, Topics of Cancer, where we talk about queer topics all the queer time. Why? Because we need to, giving you the bird's eye view of the world from the Cancerian perspective, as it should so. And as I always say, if nobody told you I love you, you love you, we love you. And always remember, be true, be you, unapologetically. Until next time, all is well, my loves.